like that, and this is my YouTube channel, Living in the Illusion. Now, you may have, I'm having a little neem tea. Neem tea. N-E-E-M. It's a leaves, ground leaves of a tree. And it is very beneficial. And you can go on Google and look up neem tea and find a lot of the benefits of using this particular kind of tea. And you can use it in different ways. Now, you don't have to use it as tea. You can also make soap out of it. You can make lotions out of it. There's all kinds of stuff you can make out of this magnificent tree. They've been doing that for several thousand years. So I thought I would give it a try for a while. I've been using it for, I don't know, 6 months or more. I find it helpful. So look it up, see if it makes any sense to you. Now I'm just finishing, so I'm going to put it down. Just to let you know, my little garden is growing fine. I got more little tomatoes, little bitty tomatoes, than I'll ever use. And it's magnificent just watching them little buggers pop out. So tomato plants are a lot of fun, along with other stuff too. So last week we talked about, I have to think for a minute. Nothing I see means anything. Again, that's a statement in A Course in Miracles, and it's the first lesson in 365 lessons in the course. But we got to start off with recognizing that what we think we see with our eyes, we don't see with our eyes. The eyes don't see things. They see light waves of energy, and your ears don't hear anything but pressure against the eardrum, and your touch doesn't touch anything. That's mysterious. You really don't touch anything. It's kind of like the neurons in the brain and the synapses cleft. They come very close, but they really don't touch. And you come very close to things, and you get feedback, but you don't really touch anything. Now, from that information, and this is what makes it so interesting, you create everything in your life. You create through your interpretations of signals that come to you from the senses. And so when you first realize, it's not what's outside of me that is really my world, it's how I interpret the data inside that creates my world. So give that some thought, and we're going to move on to something else, but we're always going to come back to the Course in one way or another. So now we're going to talk about the now and you. And I asked the question in the title, are you sure you want to go down this rabbit hole of looking at the now. Because it is very strange indeed, and will cause you to change your vision, to understand it completely. Well, I say understand it completely, but it's infinite, infinitely small in time, the now, and it is eternal because it's always now. It is always now, no matter where you're at and what you're doing. So this is going to be an interesting journey, and it's one we've talked about in the past, and I'll try to get some references and put them up there, wherever there is. I think it's over there. I hope I can find them. And so I developed kind of a model to take a look at the now. I keep stressing the now because we have different interpretations of it. And wherever you're at, and how old this video is, if you look at it, you'll look at it in the now. So in a moment, we're going to change the scene and bring in my whiteboard and develop a model to give us some understanding of this eternal process of now. So, see you in a moment. Well, hello again. And you can see that we've changed things around, and I have my whiteboard with a little model started on it. And at the top, I shortened our topic to the now, and you. The now and you. So we're going to talk about how you or me or anybody else fits into this now moment. On our plane here, on my whiteboard, I have drawn a line top to bottom and called it now plane. That's the plane that separates over here the future from the past. Now, when you think about it, I want you to think about when does the future become the past? What is that moment when the future coming toward, that's why there's little arrowheads on there, coming to the present moment, and then I didn't clap too good. Then it's in the past. How thin is this plane that separates the future from the past? How thin? Now, in the description, of the video, I usually write a long description. Well, there was a time I was doing a lot of blogging, and so the description is almost like a blog. It's usually at least one page, sometimes a little bit more, and sometimes when I put the description in YouTube, it'll say, this is too long, we're not accepting it. Then I have to work around and make it small enough to fit in there. But there's a lot of information in there. most of the reference information. There's references to a lot of this information into A Course in Miracles and other places. So now we have you and the now. How do you fit in to that relationship? So we have this plane right here, which is very thin. How thin? Infinitely thin. Negative, almost. Negative infinity. Right here. And how big is it? Eternal. Why would it be eternal? Why would it be eternal? Because it's always now. No matter where you're at, it's always now. A hard concept, because we think, well, no, yesterday I was some other place. I wasn't here. But yesterday is not here either. And so you were not in yesterday. You are always in the now plane. So I'm going to represent that spot, that little spot between now and the future and the past as a little ball. I don't know if you can see this. I'll put it closer. A little ball. It's a little styrofoam ball. And it represents the present now moment. Now, I took a skewer. I have a whole bunch of skewers. These are, for cooking and stuff. So just a wooden skewer. I could put vegetables on that and put them on the grill and, or in the oven and do some grilling with that. So I got a bunch of these little things. So to represent this model, I have, now I hope you can see it. I have the ball, which represents the moment, and I have this skewer going through it that represents the transition between the future and the past. So if I hold it up, I hope you can see that against the white board. I should have maybe used a different color. Colored the ball. Maybe I can do that. I'll color the ball red. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but I would like you to see it. I would like you to recognize the present moment. Good enough for who it's for. Okay, so I got a little red on it now. Okay, I hope you can see that. Okay, so this represents this part of the model. Now, since this plane is infinitely small and eternal, there is no direction. There is a direction for you from the past, from the future to the past, so there is a direction. But in relationship, there is no direction. So, now this is you. Now, going through the now moment. But if you have a significant other, you're working at a job, you got a boss, you got co-workers, you are always in relationship with other people that are also have a future and a past, because their life is going just like this, except now the direction in relationship to you has changed. So here's you, how you interpret your world, and here's them, how they interpret their world. That is very profound to begin to recognize. I do this when I drive. When I drive. Sometimes, I'm going to have a little tea. Sometimes people are driving and I'm following them and I'm saying, oh God, I hope he speeds up. I'll make the light or he speeds up. And then I think, he's not driving for me to make the light. He is driving for him to realize his world. Other people don't do things for you. They do things for them. And if it happens to coincide with what you'd like, wonderful. If it doesn't, has nothing to do with them. They're doing their thing. And you're doing your thing. Now, in the present moment, now this is where it becomes, what the hell did it, oh, here it is. This is you, okay? This is them on a different angle, different direction. But in infinity, there is no direction. I didn't know if you knew that. For instance, if you had, say we have space, infinite space, and so if you're in a rocket, say on the moon, there's a rocket. In front of you, infinite space. Behind you, infinite space. Underneath, all around you. So you are at the center of infinity, however you define that. So now you get your rocket and you go light speed for 10 years, 10 light years. And you stop. Then you're floating around in this space, and in front of you is infinity. Behind you is infinity. On top of you, you're still at the center of infinity. And that's what this is. This is the center of infinity, and everything is rotating around it. So now I started thinking about that, and so here is my next model. Now I got to get it closer so you can see it. It is all of the people going through the now moment. See, the now moment is not a physical thing, it's an energy system. All those energies of you going through that, whatever the event is, this event here in the now moment is an energy system. So the next person, he's got this direction for his life. You got this direction for your life. Now, when you pass from the future into the past, what's left of the present moment? What's left of this? Because I want to, again, show you this one. Again, these are all different people in your life, in your experience, that are going through this center. By the way, nothing happens outside of the present moment. This is all energy. All of these energies come together in this present moment, and then they continue to go. They continue to go. So the present moment is, now it's here, it's infinitely thin, and then it's gone. Another moment. It's another moment. It's another moment. It's another moment. And the energy that makes up this moment with all of these people Here, all of these people, it's gone. Gone. It didn't slip into the past. The present moment does not slip into your past. The present moment is energy, and when it's out of the present moment, whoosh, the energy is gone. There's nothing left of the present moment when it moves off of that hot spot. Now, I know you're going to say, or you might think, well, yeah, but there is stuff around, like of the present moment. There's physical things, like old buildings, the Taj Mahal, the pyramids. There's stuff left over that's in the past. Now, Pilgrim, get this. There's nothing physical in the past. There's nothing real in the past. The pyramids are now. Whatever shape they're in now, it's now. And you say, oh yeah, but when they were built, they had this white marble on the outside of them, and they were white, and they did. That's a memory. That's a memory of writings, interpretations from history. They're not there now. What is there now, in the present now, is the pyramids the way they are. Nothing real is in the past. A hard statement to make. So now, our model that we started with, you, the little ball, the present moment, and you making a transition in the present moment from the future to the past. Your significant other making transition in the present moment. And it's all energy. This is all energy. And the more people you get, your boss, your dog, your kids, whatever comes to you in the present moment, they got their own path. And it's all energy. You come together like a little explosion. You come together like a little explosion. It explodes. The event happens. And then it's gone. There's no residue of the event. Oh, that's very difficult to understand. Because our language, our understanding, our logic doesn't hold well with that. It says, oh, there's real things in the past. There's nothing real in the past. And all that's in the past is your unique interpretation of what happened to you in the present moment. You don't know what happened to your boss, your significant other, your dog, your kids. You don't know what they are thinking and what they are feeling in that present moment. You only know you. So the now and you. If you look at the title, the rest of the title is, are you sure you want to go down this rabbit hole and begin to understand how the illusion is put in place, understand how the illusion is put in place, and to begin to recognize how you can step behind it. Oh, we have much to talk about here in the illusion. So be good to yourself, and we'll see you next time. Now, if you have any questions, put them down below. Any comments, put them down below. If you'd like to subscribe, that would be nice. If you want to hit the like button, that would be nice too. And we look forward to seeing you next time we get together to talk about the illusion that you're embedded in. Bye now.